Hi everyone, welcome to this 30-minute mat Pilates class with myself. We're going to be working on our core today with a little bit more of a dynamic flow. We're just going to start by taking an inhale as the arms come overhead and exhale as they come down by our side, making sure our core is engaged and our ribs are tucked down. We're then just going to come to sitting on our mat on those sit bones with the legs extended out in front of us. Again, you want to take a nice inhale as the arms come up overhead and exhale coming down by our side, making sure our spine is nice and lengthened here. We're going to take them up above and bringing them back down. We're going to get into a forward fold now. So again, making sure you're on those sit bones, nice tall spine. You're going to take that inhale and exhale using your chin to chest, folding over those legs, feeling that beautiful stretch. As we inhale, lift those hands up to the ceiling and exhale coming down by our side. Let's keep repeating this flow, making sure that chin comes to chest, folding forward, stretching a little bit extra here. As again, the hands come to the ceiling and floating down. Let's keep that core engaged, always with that C-shaped spine, bringing those arms up to the ceiling, getting that beautiful lengthened stretch as they come back down. We're going to go for one more here, seeing if we can stretch the furthest we've gone so far. Lift those arms up to the ceiling and bringing them down by our sides. We're now going to get that forward fold, but instead of lifting, we're going to pulse over those legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Really stretching here in that forward fold before we bring ourselves back up to sitting. Head is the last thing to come up. Going to go into a simple twist by taking an inhale and exhaling as we bring that head across that shoulder. Keep that gaze as you inhale and exhale to bring you back to center. Now following that breath pattern, we're going to go over to the other side, really feeling that nice stretch through the neck as we take it again back to center here. One more on each side for me. Keep using that breath flowing through. Inhale and exhale to bring it back to center. One more on the other side. Follow that breath pattern, taking it across. Use that breath as you return back to the center. Now let's go into a spine twist, taking that right hand onto that left knee, left hand comes behind you. We're twisting into that spine, breathing here, really enjoying and feeling that nice deep stretch. Keeping that breath flowing as we're coming back to center. Let's swap over to the other side, twisting here, holding that beautiful stretch, keeping that gaze behind you. Before we bring it back to center here, going back into a forward fold, we're feeling that beautiful stretch through the backs of the legs now. Stretching a little bit further as again we bring ourselves up to sitting. We're now going to take our fists behind us. We want to keep that spine propped up nice and tall here. So we're going to go into our leg slides, but we want you to really focus on keeping that spine nice and straight. You're not sinking into the pose. You're just drawing that leg up here in towards you, using that quad to lift that leg and slowly bring it back down the mat. You're alternating the legs here. Let's keep this going, keeping the breath flowing here. Beautiful tall spine, gaze is in front of us. We're going to keep working here for 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. Before we come into that forward fold again, feeling really nice and bendy now, nice and warmed up. Let's roll that spine back up to the top, and again we're using those fists to prop us nice and tall here. So we're going to go into a bit of hip work now. So what I would like you to do is you're going to take that breath as you lift that leg. You want to take it off to the side of your mat. You're going to alternate the legs here, again keeping the spine nice and tall. This movement is coming from the hip joints. It's also still coming from the quad to lift those legs. You just want to lift that leg up, take it out to the side of your mat, lift it back up to bring it back to center. Keep this going for 4, 3, 2 more, last one. As we come into that final forward fold, feel that beautiful stretch. So we can grab those toes, taking a moment here. Let's bring ourselves back up to sitting, and then we're just going to scooch towards the edge of our mats. We're going to go into a roll down, taking those arms out in front of our shoulders are relaxed. We're going to use that breath as we exhale to go into that pelvis. And we're using those abdominals to slowly lower us to the mat as the arms come overhead, coming into our lengthening stretch. Taking inhale as we exhale, lift those arms, chin to chest. Get into those abdominals as we forward fold. Let's go again as we take that inhale, exhale, tuck that coccyx under. You're tilting the pelvis first as the rest of the vertebrae follow, placing them on the mat as you come into your lengthening stretch. Now you really want to use that exhale here as power. You want to get into those abdominals, lifting and taking a moment. Keep this flow going here. See how slowly you can go, really working those abs. For an extra challenge, you can take away the momentum by lifting the arms first, then chin to chest as you come up and get in that beautiful fold. One more, guys. Let's make this one nice and slow. Really start to feel those abs working here. Vertebrae are rolling onto that mat. As you lengthen, come into that morning stretch. Reach those toes away from those hands as you take that breath. Exhale. Let's lift. Use that core, bringing you up. So we're just going to have a little adjustment here, making sure we're right on those sit bones. We're going to go for another roll down, but this time we're going to keep ourselves laying on our mat. So again, just follow that flow, taking it down, come into that lengthening stretch. We're just going to take a grounding moment here. We're going to take our arms and float them down by our side as we bring our legs up into closed chain. Our knees are coming up to the ceiling. We want to keep those heels nice and close to those glutes. We want that neutral spine position so we can get our hands just underneath here. Core is engaged. We're going to go into our pelvic tilts to start. So again, you just want to be in this neutral position as you then tilt that pelvis up towards the ceiling. So you actually imprint the spine as you tilt that pelvis up. And then again, you're just going to come back to that neutral position. You want to take that inhale, exhale as you tilt that pelvis. Inhale and exhale as you come to neutral. You want to imagine that you're bringing that pelvis up to where the ceiling meets the wall, so you're just on that diagonal. And then again, it's going to come back down to pointing the wall in front of you. Now what I would like you to do is follow that exact same pattern. We're going to go into an articulating bridge. We're going to tilt that pelvis first as the vertebrae follow, coming into that beautiful straight line with the body, only taking it onto the shoulder blades as you inhale and exhale. Peel those vertebrae back down and uncurl that pelvis. Let's go again. Take that inhale, exhale, peel that spine up to the top. Keep that core engaged. Use that breath, exhale, as again you peel it all back down. You've got 2 more for me, so keep it flowing. Last one here for me, guys. Really get that beautiful straight line through that body, not taking it up onto the neck, peeling it back down. Now we're going to take it up onto our tiptoes. We're going to do the exact same. We're going to articulate that spine to come into that bridge, following all the same breath pattern and movement. As we come up, you'll find you've got a little bit more range now. So you'll be able to really roll that spine back down, and you've got further to lift to get you up to the top. Really just enjoy this movement here. Enjoy as the spine rolls. It's a beautiful little massage. We're just going to go for 2 more here for me. So when you're ready, use that breath. Exhale, lift. Peel that spine, bring it up to the top. Take that inhale as you exhale again, peeling back down. We've got 1 more for me, guys. You really start to feel it in those hamstrings. Lifting here. Use that breath, peel it back down. So doing exactly as we've done, following that flow. We're just going to add a double pulse at the top. So once you reach the top, take that inhale, bring those knees together twice, and then exhale, peel it back down. Let's keep this going. You've got another 3. 2 more here, really peeling. Don't forget about that peel, still nice and slow. As you get that double squeeze those knees at the top, peel it down. Pilates is slow and controlled, guys. The slower the better. Bring it up to the top. Tap in those knees twice, bring them in, and slowly peeling down. We're going to add a bit of footwork now. So you're going to do exactly the same, peeling up to the top. But I want you to drop each heel. Alternate here. I really want you to work through the feet, keeping that pelvis lifted, core is engaged, glutes are squeezed. You're just going to drop that heel, lift onto toes. Drop that heel, lift onto toes. You're now going to lift back up onto tiptoes and squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 before we take those knees out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're going to hold those knees apart. Breathe, keep that pelvis lifted. Keep it there. As you bring them in, take a moment in this bridge on tiptoes. Hold that pelvis high before you peel that spine back down. Bring those knees into chest, guys. You smash that, rock it out side to side. Take those knees round and round to really massage that lower back. Let's come into our lengthening and take a little moment here. We're going to inhale to prep here, guys, as we are going to take that exhale coming into a roll up just to get us back up to sitting and take a forward fold. We're coming in some core work now, guys. Let's take another roll down. Nice little transition to get us back onto our mat. Taking a moment here, again, that lengthening, reach those fingertips away from toes. Now you're going to take your hands behind your head. Your thumbs are going to support your neck here. Coming into a crunch. Now keeping your left leg elevated, you're going to bring the right knee into chest as you take it low to the mat. Into chest, take it to match that leg. So really getting into the core, keeping up here in that crunch. We're not taking it in the neck. We're just taking it right into chest as we alternate bringing that leg low and high. I'm going to go for 3 more here for me, guys, following that pattern. 2 more. Making this your last one. Come down onto the mat, take a moment to rest. So again, come into that crunch. Left leg again stays elevated as the right is going to fold over the top and slowly lower back to that mat. You're not touching that mat, you're just slowly lowering. You want to squeeze those inner thighs together, keeping the leg extended, toes are pointed. 3 more, guys, keep that breath flowing. 2. Last 1. And bring it down, rest. We're going to go for a final finish on this side, guys. So just take a moment and then we are going to come back up into that crunch. You're going to elevate that right leg, but you're going to lift the left leg up and down. So you're keeping that crunch, keep breathing. 3 more, guys, before we're going to hold. 2, 1, hold. Keep those legs elevated together, breathe. Keep it there, get into that core. As you bring it down, take a moment. Now we're going to go for a little extra challenge. You can come into a normal roll up or you can elevate that left leg. So we're going to keep that left leg elevated here. Use that exhale, chin to chest, come up into that roll up. Take a moment here. Exhale, go into that pelvis, bring it back down. Lengthening. Notice how different the body feels when you take away that leg. Lifting again. You can lower that leg, forward fold. Now, guys, the beauty of Pilates is that you've got to go and do it on the other side. So let's go from that beginning, rolling us back down to our mat. Taking a moment here. We're coming back up into that crunch. Right leg stays elevated as left knee comes into chest. Take it low to the mat, into chest. Keeping it as the same height as that other leg. You need to keep your elbows nice and wide to really get into that core. I want you to feel it all in the core, guys. If you start to feel it in your neck, I want you to bring yourselves low to the mat again. You should really have that chin to chest. Keep this move flowing here. 3 more, guys. We've got this. Let's keep it going. Keep that breath flowing. Breath is power. Get into those abs. Last one. And bring it down. Rest. Take a moment. Second move of this series, guys. Again, when you're ready, you're just going to use that breath as you bring yourself up to your crunch. Elevate that right leg, but the left leg is now crossing over. You want to take it over that quad. Nice straight leg and slowly lowering it to the mat. Keep this going, guys. Strong body, strong core, elbows are wide, breath is flowing. 2 more, cross it over. Last one. Bring it down, rest. Into that lengthening and give that core a little tap if it needs it. Gets a little bit burny. Final finisher, guys. Let's get into it. Crunch it here, elevate, keep that left leg still as that right leg is now coming up and down. Nice and slow, hover it over that mat, get that nice lift. Keep breathing. Keep it going. I'll let you off for the hold on this side. Come down to rest. I know that core must be burning as mine was. So take a moment here. Breathe into it. But I'm not going to let you off on those roll-ups. So when you are ready, you are going to elevate that right leg now. Use that breath. Lift. Come into that core. Nice tall spine. Curl that coccyx. Slowly lower, use those abs. Inhale, exhale. Arms are going to come overhead. Use that momentum if you need it. Bring it down, rest. Now we're going to come into a side lying section. So I'd like you to come to laying on your side here. You want to just make that nice adjustment here. So you're nice and comfy. You want that shoulder here aligned with that elbow and wrist. And you want to pull up into that core. You don't want to let yourself sink. There's no core engagement there. You want to draw yourself up. Keep that core engaged and hips are stacked. You're going to have your hand in front of you, on your waist, or up towards the ceiling. If it ever gets too much on the shoulder, please bring yourself down to laying here, supporting the head with your arm. But again, pulling up into that core. Again, you can choose where you like that hand placement. Let's get ready. First move is our rainbows. We're staying still throughout that trunk. We're just lifting from that hip to take that foot in front of us. Circle it round, take it behind us. Notice how my upper body stays nice and stable. The movement is coming from that hip joint. Keep the breath flowing. You go for your normal breathing pattern here of your inhales and exhales. Let's keep these rainbows flowing for 4. 3 more. 2. Last one. Second move here. You're just going to elevate that top leg, take it up into that hip and bring it back down. Just getting that nice elevation, pumping up into that hip. You've got 3 more here. 2. Last one. Next move, let's take that top hand to the ceiling. We're going to crunch elbow to knee, extend. Elbow to knee, take it a little bit higher. So we're going to come a little bit lower on this one. Then elbow to knee, take it higher. Flowing through here. I really want you to crunch, bring that elbow right to knee. You get that beautiful extension going here. 3 more. 2. Make this your last round. Beautiful. Now we're going to go for some little pulses here. So you're pulsing up into that hip. It's a smaller movement than the ones that we did before. Keeping that foot parallel, you want to get into that hip. You start to feel that little burn. And we're going for a hold. Next move here are our leg circles. So I just want you to take them round here, going anti-clockwise as we're getting into that hip. Keep breathing, that core is still engaged, it's nice and lifted. You just draw in some little circles with those toes. Now we're taking those circles clockwise, so just bring it up here. You should really start to feel it in the hip, in that glute, getting that nice little burn as we just draw in those circles. Leg circles always warrant a smack of that glute. Give it a little tap. Again, you can come out of that shoulder, release any tension here before coming back down, getting nice and stable. We've got a final move here. So arm coming up to ceiling, I want you to pivot onto your glutes. You're coming onto a side here. And you're going to lift those legs and try and tap those toes. You're going to pivot back onto your hip. So it's a nice slow movement. Even if you don't want to come up and tap those toes, you're just pivoting back onto the glutes and lifting those legs. Try and bring it nice and slowly to the side. You want that beautiful control, getting those abs working here. We're going to go for a hold at the top, or hold those legs as lifted as you can. Breathe into it and release. We're going to come up into our mermaid stretch now. Give our shoulders and core a bit of a break here. Breathing into it as we come over to the other side, stretching here. Now let's repeat that sequence on the other side. So again, we're going for those rainbows here. Just taking that leg in front and taking that nice semicircle to the back. We still want that core engaged, lifting up, not letting ourselves sink. And that beautiful alignment as this move is coming from the hip. Keep that breath flowing. You can always take a little moment if you ever feel like you need to have a little readjustment, getting comfortable. Now we're coming into that next move where we're lifting that leg and tapping the toes back down. Keep that breath flowing. We're getting into the hip now, keeping those feet parallel. Final 3, 2, last one. Let's take that hand towards the sky. Tap knee to elbow, take it low. Knee to elbow, take it high. Breath is flowing, strong body, strong cores. Let's keep this going for another 5. 4 more. 3, 2. Make this your last one. Amazing. Now next we're going for those small pulses, so it's just that little half movement to what we were doing before, just lifting up and down, getting into that hip. Let's go for a hold, breathe. Let's get into those leg circles again. So you just want to draw those small circles here. You can move that hand if you want a bit more stability. Let's continue to draw those circles with those toes, taking it round. Have an adjustment again if you feel you need to. Before we're going to reverse them here, let's take them the other way round, keeping that breath flowing, getting that nice circle. But again, we're not moving from the body, the movement is coming from the hip. final move here now, guys. Hand comes up to the ceiling. Let's get that pivot. Tap those toes. Slowly come back onto that side. Again, if you just want to lift up slightly, you don't have to tap those toes, or you can just raise up to the ceiling. It's whatever's most comfortable for you. Get that nice hold here. Breathe. As we release, let's come into that mermaid. Get that beautiful stretch through that side of the body. Stretch those obliques. Coming over to the other side. We're just going to come into our stretch now. So come to laying on your mat, rolling yourselves down into that lengthened stretch. Let's give the body a moment here. Now let's float those arms down towards the mat and lift those legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to go for a hamstring stretch, just pulling on the backs of the legs here. Take some deep breaths, really try to relax into that stretch. We're then going to bend those knees, bringing those feet back down to the mat. We're now just going to lift up that single right leg. You can take your hands out to the side for a bit more support, and you're just going to take that leg out to the side. We need to keep that pelvis neutral and focus on keeping that spine flush to the mat. Feeling that nice stretch on the inner thigh here. Let's bring it back to center, and now you're going to take it across the body. You can use that left hand as you pull on that leg here, but still trying to keep that spine nice and flat. Next, we're going to come into that figure of four stretch, where you take that right leg, place it across the left quad, reach through your lap and pull on that left leg. You should feel this nice stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Now we're just going to unfold those legs, coming back to closed chain before they come back up to the ceiling. And let's get another hamstring stretch here. Really taking this time to cool the body down from the hard work we've done today. Let's go for that stretch with the left leg to just bring it up to the ceiling. Hands can come out, and again you're taking it out to the side but keeping that spine and pelvis nice and neutral. Let's take it across the body, holding onto it here. Really feel that deep stretch in the hip flexor. Some people love this one, some people hate it, so just try and breathe through it and embrace it. Let's go for that figure of four stretch on this side. Reach through the lap, grab that right leg, pulling it in towards you, taking your deep breaths. Now we're just going to go for a nice spine twist. Take those hands out to the side, folding both knees over. You can look to the opposite direction that the knees are going, really stretching through that spine here. Let's take it back to center, folding over to the other side, twisting through. Coming back to the center now, we're going to go into our lengthened stretch one last time. Take those legs away, hands overhead, breathing here as we come into a final roll up, forward fold. Let's come to sitting cross-legged in the center of our mat. Taking an inhale as we take those arms overhead. Exhale, bring them down by our sides. Let's go for one more to finish here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring them down the front to heart space, and I want you to think of the three things you are most grateful for. Gratitude is so important. Just take a moment and visualize those things, breathing through it. Now I just want you to say thank you to your bodies for the hard work they've done today, guys. You've absolutely smashed it. Well done.